Tonight, I ask questions about a shark. Ian Waterfall talks about the legendary version of Murkrow. Masterful 27 takes a deep dive into Niantic Twitter support. And finally, Casual Coops is away with the fairies, dreaming about Poffin rewards. Welcome back to Incensed, a Pokemon Go podcast, episode 14. How are you all doing, lads?
Exhausted, mate. Absolutely knackered.
Why is that, Ian?
Because we're recording this approximately an hour late due to me literally walking in the house an hour late.
Can only apologise. It was a late OnlyFans shoot. I'm sorry.
We got some good footage though, Milo, didn't we? We got some good footage.
Cracking stuff, if I do say so myself.
It was worth the wait. It was worth the wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate.
Well, that's onlyfans.com/incensed podcast.
Indeed.
I'm going to die if people actually go and search that. But no, I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Mark, you're being very quiet.
Yeah, Mark, how are you, mate?
I'm good. Just waiting for you guys to finish. Yeah, I'm doing all right. You lot were plugging your OnlyFans. I thought I'd just sit in the background. I'm really smug, actually. I've just cleared 300 Pokemon out of my bloody storage today, so I'm winning. Hashtag winning.
Hashtag winning. Unfortunately, that's not going to be in the flex game.
I love the fact 14 episodes in, you're still pretending you're not a part of our OnlyFans. I love that. I love that.
Who else holds the camera?
Yeah, exactly. He's there trying to change the subject. Like, I've just transferred, but I'm like, listen, you were the cameraman.
Yeah, with one hand.
Oh no!
It's where that other hand is that we don't want to know.
God, don't be shy, Ian. It's OnlyFans.
Anyway, Milo, how are you? Let's how are you?
I'm good, thank you, mate. I'm doing very well. I'm back in London, away from bloody rural life. I hate it. As a Pokemon Go player, rural. It was like a sudden detox. It was horrible.
Mark, how do you feel hearing that?
I'm insulted by that. You were more rural than me, though, Milo, in all fairness.
He actually was more rural than you. All we heard was sheeps for a week.
Yes, and they weren't even dubbed in. They weren't
To
even
be fair,
dubbed
Milo,
in.
when you sent us the screenshot on the group chat and it was literally you in the middle of nowhere with like one Pokestop like 800 meters away, I was like, oh, I feel really sorry for him.
The thing is, that Pokestop, I couldn't get it because there was no phone signal.
Oh no!
So I never got a Pokestop.
Well, I'd like to say that we missed the gifts, but you never send them anyway.
I got more gifts actually from when I've been in Wales than normal. So
Fuck all else to do.
Apart from send his 20 that he's had since last year.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we're going to move it on quickly. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to chuck on your incense and see if you are hashtag blessed with that crippling factor of RNG. Do let us know on Twitter if you incense a shiny or a hundo or something that's valuable to you using the hashtag Incense Podcast. Please use it. It makes our lives so much fucking easier when we're finding your good stuff. And of course, tag us at Incense Podcast too. Now, what's on the drinks menu tonight, guys?
Coffee.
It's been a long day.
It was going to be something a little bit more light, but then obviously we were running behind because of Ian, so I jumped on the caffeine.
Digging. So,
well, I'll take your coffee and I'll up that to just Pepsi. There's no alcohol in it.
My God, Ian, what is the standard slipping?
I know, I'm sorry.
Milo, I think you're going to be really proud of this one, mate. Guess what I'm drinking? Take one guess.
1664.
No, what did you say, Milo?
Brony.
Correct, my man.
Yes.
Cheers. Salute.
Cheers, indeed. And I'm on a Long Island iced tea.
Oh, Jesus.
Just because I have it in a bottle over there.
Why not?
Ready-made, Milo. Ready-made. Nice.
Maximum effort. Anyway, we're going to keep a tradition going that is the grand total of 13 weeks old. It's time to get to know us. Because the show's a little bit busy tonight, I'm going to offer up possibly one of the more lackluster and shit questions we've ever had, so apologies in advance. Guys, what was the first video game you played, and on what console and when? And we'll chuck it over to Ian first.
Well, as Coops will point out in a second, I am old.
I should take the video aspect out.
It was actually a video game. The first video game I actually ever played was Bat and Ball on some sort of very, very basic console. I can't remember the name, but ColecoVision maybe. It was literally just a ball going across the screen, backwards and forwards, and you had two paddles.
Oh, it was like very rudimentary. Wasn't that like tennis?
It was like tennis,
yeah. I've seen it.
Getting a little bit more modern, I then had a ZX Spectrum in the 80s, which had a little bit more choice.
40s? In the 40s? What was it? What did you say?
80s. And then, a lot more games came my way.
Interesting.
But yeah, you wanted a lackluster answer. There you go.
Well, it was a lackluster question, so you're fitting it very nicely indeed. What about you, Mark?
My first ever games console, it wasn't really a games console, but back here in the UK, the BBC released a gaming machine, and it was called the BBC Micro. And the first game I ever played was a game called Repton.
That was amazing. I loved Repton.
Was
Coops,
amazing.
Yeah, Ian, I just want to say, you just really showed your age then. You were like, oh my God, and me and Milo were like, what is happening right now?
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, it's difficult because, Milo, you were probably born after the PS2 came out, were you? So, you know, you were spoilt for choice, were you?
When did the PS2?
Milo was born in 95, so there was PlayStations and everything, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Already out. Yeah. So, yeah, it was the BBC Micro, a game called Repton. And
Mark, if it focuses, look on my screen.
Oh, he's got it. The Android version.
I actually have it on my iPhone.
Oh, Repton
and Repton 3. They were amazing games.
They were amazing games.
Were
and for those who are going, wow, Repton, what's that all about? So basically, it was 8-bit gaming. So it was like really, it was a little bit more than the Pong game that Ian was playing. But you controlled a character around the screen, and you were basically collecting diamonds. And
it was a little bit like Boulder Dash for the Americans. I don't know if you had Repton over there, but it was a little bit like Boulder Dash.
It was a great game. And like I said, I played some of the other ones in the series, like you said, in around the world in 40 screens or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah, Repton through time. Yeah, yep.
So, there we go. Follow that.
Follow that, Coops.
So, Ian, I wasn't actually going to say anything about your age. You caught me off guard. I had no plan to, mate. I'm being nice tonight.
It'll be the first time in the last 3 weeks.
I'm being nice tonight. No, so Mark, you're going to die at this after what you just said about Milo. But yeah, the PS1, PS2 is kind of like the first thing that I sort of played. But if it's all right with you guys, I do want to mention 2 games because growing up, I wasn't really like like I said, I grew up in a family and we never had a PlayStation. We weren't allowed to watch telly. Like my dad's quite old fashioned like that. So I kind of like when I was like 5, 6, 7, like I never really played a PlayStation and that. And then it was kind of like early. So for me, the first time I played it was like an early teenager, like 11, 12. And it was like one of those years like I'd asked for like 5 Christmases in a row, like, please can we get a PS1? Please can we get a PS1? And then like we finally got it, but by then the PS4 was out. You know what I mean? It was one of them ones. But no, there was 2 games that I was obsessed with. I was obsessed with Lego when I was a kid. So they were both Lego games. The first one was Lego Rock Raiders, which was like the sickest game ever. And then the other one was Lego Racers. And it would be like...
I'm sure Lego Racers was cool.
Dude, Lego Racers was the sickest game ever. So they were both Lego based. Like I absolutely loved them. Loved Lego sort of all growing up. So it kind of took my interest was Lego Racers and Lego Rock Raiders, I think is what they're called.
Ian?
Hello.
Did they go over your head as well with those games?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of Lego, but...
No, but all jokes aside, does it actually though? Because that's so funny, because when you two were talking...
I've never heard of them.
I've never heard of either of those 2 games.
Yeah,
it's
like,
clearly in a gap in your life then where like it wasn't really, not a focus, but not on your radar at all.
Yeah.
Lads, there's nothing more than what I want to do than to all get drunk, all be together, film a podcast, and then go head to head on Lego Racers. Trust me, the game is sick. Sorry, Milo, go on, mate. You can.
Oh,
what
man.
about you, bro?
Yeah, my first video game was on PC back. What would it have been? Windows 2000 or Windows XP or something like that. It was Age of Empires.
I love that game.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And I watched my dad play it and then got like ridiculous, got very, very good at it. It's the whole philosophy. I put my mind to something and then I'll just become amazing at it. And you get to the point where you get like futuristic soldiers or something. They were called like photon men or something. Terrible graphics, but that was a really fun game. There's another one was Need for Speed 3.
Need for
No surprise there, but it was the third Need for Speed. I recently looked at the footage from that game. I was like, how the fuck did I see where I was driving? Like,
If you want to talk about classic driving games,
Yeah.
and this one is for Mark, Outrun.
Yes.
I think I've even played a bit of Outrun, actually.
Outrun. Yeah, Outrun's brilliant. Oh, God.
Yeah.
We need to get you two on some 8-bit games. We really do.
Do you know what's depressing, guys? It's like Milo in 2000, or when Windows 2000 was coming out, was just about tinkering around on the PC for the first time. I was out at the phone party in the Millennium getting off my face. That's a massive difference.
There's a big difference.
Big difference, but good news. I've just Googled it, and apparently Lego Racers 2 is out. So I've still got my PlayStation 2. So when we all meet up, I'm bringing my PlayStation 2. I'm going to order in Lego Racers 2, and we're all going to play a game. I'm going to show you that it bangs much.
Can we get shit-faced first?
100%.
I think we need to.
I think if we do shit-faced, Lego Racers, then OnlyFans.
In that order.
Yeah.
It brings a whole new meaning to the term head-to-head.
God.
What is happening tonight? Oh my God.
Oh my goodness me.
Oh
Right.
my God.
We're going to move it swiftly on from that.
I feel like we're always like this when Milo's hosting the episode.
Yes.
Like it's
We are.
I just bring
never-
this OnlyFans energy. It's because,
Yeah.
you know,
Facilitates
it's our
it.
thing. Just
Milo, it was a long drive back from London, I'm telling you.
right. It's time for the Flex It Up game, or the Flex game, whatever the fuck we're deciding to call it.
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh my goodness. We're going to dive into a few of our in-game stats,
Can I just ask a question before you start tonight?
if you must.
Are we sticking with Coops' rule from last week or the original rules?
No. Okay, we're going back to actual sensible rules. Where the person who has the most wins.
Sorry, mister, with your Zoe 2 dots top on.
Yeah, come on, it's me. I try hard, you know.
Well, we've all fucking lost it, haven't we? If it's Milo's fucking pick.
We
Well, I'm
really
hoping-
need to get somebody on that can give Milo a run for his money with this game.
Okay, maybe
Zoe?
we'll change
Zoe?
things up, change a few things with this game. But first
get-
of all,
Brandon on in a couple of weeks.
yes, then that will really show me. But go into your Pokemon storage and search up Dark type Pokemon Shinies. How many Dark type Shinies do you have?
So just dark and shiny, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, mate. All right, cool. Cool.
Ian, do you want to go first?
I have got 44.
Not too shabby, mate.
I have got 45.
Oh,
Nice win.
wow.
Nice. I'm going to lose this, aren't I?
Go on.
And I have got 46. No, I don't really. I've got no, I've actually got 39, but I have transferred loads. So technically, I think I've got like
That's the problem,
450. Mark, language.
Where did that come from?
And I've got 12.
Oh.
12. What?
No,
Oh,
I've got 89.
oh, Milo wins. Well done.
Next one, search up your flying type medal.
Oh,
Bird
Flying
keeper.
type medal. Okay.
Your bird, what is it? Bird catcher, I don't know.
Whatever.
Fly swatter.
Bird keeper medal.
can I go last for this one? If that's
Do you know
okay?
what? Let's make it so that the lowest wins on this one. Go on.
Oh, God damn it.
It's just otherwise I'm going to win, and that's not fair, is it? Come on,
Okay,
host
well-
can't win everything. So,
Well, I've got 21,150.
So Coops isn't going to win again then because I've got 14,577.
why am I not surprised?
And I'm going to win because I've got 13,026.
Hooray!
Well done, well done. And I am stone dead last in quotation marks 36,019.
You've got way too much time on your hands, mate.
Hey, flying types are fucking everywhere here in London. It's the Pidgeys and Pidovs, you know. And the final one, the third one for the night. Search up how many Eevee you've seen in your Pokédex. And you may notice all of these have a theme to an upcoming event.
Ooh,
Who
I
wants
like
to go first with the amount of Eevee they've seen?
I'll go first because I'm not going to win this one. I've got 4,267.
That's pretty impressive, mate. Good stuff.
I've got 2,900.
4,008.
Jesus.
And I've seen 5,178.
Oh, well done, Milo. You won every single
Ooh.
round. Well done.
Oh, Milo, you've not won. Look at that one from the Patreon gallery.
What happened there? Sue trumped me, has she?
9,000.
9,000. Absolutely annihilated my
So
numbers.
that's
Good
nuts.
going.
9,200. GG's. GG's.
Jeez.
GG's, you PvP. Fucking
We need a section called Coops' PvP corner.
PvP
We need
corner.
it.
It's a 1
PvP
second segment
corner,
where
coming
nothing
soon.
happens.
I feel like, Ian, you don't want that. You just want another jingle.
Yeah.
It could work.
Mark
it
wants
could
an
work.
album. Mark wants an album by Christmas.
And we're going to have a sequel before Christmas. It's going to be part 2.
Well, that was the Flex It Up game, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, like I said, they're all a little nod to some upcoming news. I want to throw it over to Ian for the first section of that news.
The news. As we move into the second half of the month, we move into the second half of Niantic's plan for May. The Luminous Legends Y event kicks off on Tuesday, the 18th of May, and runs through to Monday, the 24th of May. As usual, 10 a.m. local to 8 p.m. local. Part 1 features a new legendary. Yveltal will be making its debut in 5-star raids. And I don't know about you, this looks like a pretty fierce-looking Pokemon. It
looks amazing.
It looks cool. Just hopefully it lives up to what it looks like, because it looks like a fucking awesome Pokemon. And I think that could actually potentially get people raiding. As long as it's got good stats, it could be good. Milo, stats? Anything
It's
yet?
not quite as a good attacker as Darkrai is, but it's got way more bulk.
Yeah, and as a flying type, it's absolutely horrific, so you won't want to use it as a flying
No, but
type.
it's got some cover. It's got some use actually in Master League. Genuinely
Yeah.
has use in PvP, which is quite
Well,
interesting.
Well, no, but I saw like, sorry, like, I know I'm not the trainer club's child, but I did
Love Child.
Sorry, but I did see some stuff, obviously, because it's got Snarl and Dark Pulse, so it's definitely the second best in the game if you take away Shadows and Neggers.
yeah.
Yeah.
So is that something you're likely to be using, Coops, in your PvP journey?
No, probably not, mate. Probably not Master League for me.
Yeah, you're
bro.
not on the Master League game, really.
No.
The main features of this first part of the Luminous Legends Y, Dark and Flying type. Milo, nice little segue from your Flex game there.
It was almost like there was a script.
It's almost like we didn't just throw this together. Dark and Flying type legendary. That is the typing for Yveltal. And we've got dark Pokemon that will be out in the wild. Pancham, that's just been released as part of the current event, but that will be hatching from the 12k eggs. Is it a reason to actually hatch eggs? I'll let you make your decisions, but in 12k
Ian,
eggs...
you should have said there is never any reason to hatch eggs. This is Incensed podcast. We do not hatch eggs. We are all free to play, aren't we, Milo?
Coops, you
I don't
and
know
I
what
are
you're
on the
saying.
same page, but Milo does hatch eggs, and Mark occasionally gets swayed into eggs.
True,
But,
true.
Do you know what, though? We won't go on about eggs too much because that'll take away from what yours talk about, Ian. But, definitely the infinite incubator is the way to go, because I've not bought one for a long time.
I haven't bought an incubator or a box for a long
It's been
time.
mad, the shiny look on the egg hatches. And we said this last time. I think I've hatched about 15 eggs over the last month or so.
Well, I'm
I've
glad you
hatched-
have.
I've hatched 3 shinies and 15 eggs, which is mental. It's
But Mark,
I-
just think, mate, it's not the infinite incubator that's giving you the shiny luck. It's because you're listening to the podcast, right?
Well, I wasn't the last one I hatched. I mean, I was. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. I was going to say wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, moving on. So
Sorry,
yeah,
Ian,
in
sorry.
terms of the 12k eggs, we're not going to get into eggs, but 12k eggs, literally, you've got Sandile. That's probably the only thing other than Pancham that's worth hatching from 10k eggs, other than Dino. Dino will be in 12k eggs, and 7k eggs, they will be having the Alolans back in them, and they are fucking shit.
Ugh.
So I wouldn't bother hatching any of those.
It's the way they advertise it. You might hatch a Alolan Meowth. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like I want another one of those.
yeah.
Berserker Ultra League.
For anyone that's been hiding under a rock and hasn't played during the Luminous Legends X event, the new Pokemon Spiritzee, Swirlix, and Gumi will still be appearing in the wild during Luminous Legends Y, so they will probably not be as available, but they will still be around. Now, AR mapping tasks.
That was a long pause. Oh my god.
I know. I needed to emphasize it.
Yeah.
Currently in AR mapping tasks, and Coops, you're going to love this. Galarian Ponyta. AR mapping tasks for Luminous Legends Y, Galarian Zigzagoon will be the reward during the second half of the event.
Do you want to talk about the collection challenge? Sorry,
That was literally where I'm going next. So the collection challenge, Team Go Rocket are going to be back, just like we had with the Luminous Legends X. We are going to get a challenge if we defeat a set number.
25 million.
Is it 25 million?
25 million grunts.
That will unlock bonuses in the second half of the event, which will give us, once again, triple catch XP. And I don't know about you guys, but I am actually loving that at the moment. It is really, really good.
I'm loving it when I check out my total. When I check my total occasion, I'm like, oh, fucking hell, it's like 1 million gained. Jesus.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Like an excellent throw. You get like 3,500 XP.
Yeah.
With the lucky egg, that's like 7,000 XP per catch. It's fucking insane. And it really will help people level up and get through the level grind. Other rewards, if we do the 25 million, Galarian Zigzagoon will be released as a shiny, which will, as Milo hinted, will make the AR mapping tasks that little bit better.
Yeah.
And Galarian Zigzagoon will be released in 1-star raids for the remainder of the event.
And
Milo, I know what
it
you're
is
gonna
the
say
sickest looking shiny.
Yeah.
It is
It's
a cool looking shiny.
such a cool looking shiny.
Yeah.
Plus Obstagoon, PvP.
Yeah, I would actually say, like, looking at that sort of, the jokes aside from last week, looking at the infographics of the shiny Galarian Zigzagoon on, I would say maybe one of the best shiny families in the game. Just saying.
Yeah,
just
I
saying.
think it is. It just is insane.
It looks cool. It does look cool. And Coops, did you want to tell everybody that Incensed podcast infographics will be released soon?
No, because they're not going to be. They're not going to be at all. Could you imagine how hypocritical of me?
We just put an event and say, don't hatch eggs.
Yeah.
That's what we put down.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Just think, if we put them together, it'll be something for you to put on Instagram.
True.
You actually post them.
Actually, wait, maybe we should start that. But Ian, do you know what I love about you? You did that whole announcement, and I know that nobody PvPs here except me, but you didn't say during this part of the event you can use a charge TM to help remove frustration from a shadow Pokemon.
Yes, you can, and I was saving that to last. But
oh, you were?
I'm glad...
Sorry.
No, but you're the
really long
PvP guy,
pause in
and that
his
is the
head.
one that really counts. All of my pauses will be gone in the edit. I know Milo's going to take them all out.
Yeah, I have to. That one was like an eternity.
But you are right, and that is pretty cool in itself that we are going to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's about time. It's been so long since we've been able to TM frustration away. So long. Well, when was it? It was the Kanto raid day, wasn't it? With the Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, I think was the last time we could do it. And that was
but Milo, I'd like to say you TM'd frustration away during that OnlyFans segment earlier.
Yeah. I think everyone's frustration was gone in that recording session.
That's it. That's the last joke. We're doing no more OnlyFans joke. That's it.
And that is it from part 1 of the Luminous Legends Y event.
Yeah, so they've split it into 2 segments. And Coops, you're going to talk us through a little bit about the part 2.
Yes, mate, I am. Part 2. So from Tuesday, May...
Don't forget to emphasise with the gaps.
Oh, to be honest, I was more worried about getting the date right, to be honest, knowing me. But from Tuesday, May the 25th at 10 a.m. to Monday, May the 31st, which is really weird. It's not a week. It's like 6.5 days. But anyway, until 8... Yeah, it's so weird. Until sort of the end of that Monday on the 31st of May. Gents, we have a new Pokemon, and it's not a beautiful Pokemon. It is one that we have wanted for the longest time. It is going to be the last ever Eevee Evolution Sylveon.
It's about time. It is really long overdue.
It is really long overdue.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously, bro, that is a massive hype. So Sylveon is finally making, as they say on the website, I love it when they go, it's making its Pokemon Go debut. I love it when they say that. And it also does say here about Sylveon, evolve Eevee into Sylveon by earning hearts when it's your buddy. So I'm guessing that you can't just get an Eevee and press evolve to Sylveon. I don't think it works like that. It does say something here. I mean, earning hearts, maybe a best buddy Eevee.
Well, no,
maybe...
we've seen. Sorry, I'm going to jump in and be the trainer.
No,
we've seen that you have to get it to Great Buddy, which is the second stage of hearts of being a buddy. So I think that's a week or something.
Not too bad then. Could have been
worse. It's not too bad, but it's still a week to invest in.
Cool. Well, thank you, Milo. And also, Milo, I do just want to add on that I have seen on Twitter a few people that do like the digging, the underground digging of the coding.
Yeah.
They have also said that you can't get an EV ready now. Apparently, you have to wait until Sylveon's released into the game. So don't go wasting 2-3 days to get an EV to Great Buddies. There's no point. Wait till Sylveon's released. And as soon as it's released, then get EV as your buddy and go for it. So yeah, so apart from that, we've got eggs, but who really gives a shit? Let's be honest. I apologize if you care about eggs, but we're going to have EV, Ralts, Spritzy, and Swirlix appearing more often in the wild, alongside some of the Dark-type Pokemon, that Ian did mention in part 1 of this event. And some of Eevee's evolutions will be appearing in freestyle raids. No one cares. If you do raid a Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, or Espeon, what is wrong with you? And then past that, we do get event exclusive AR mapping tasks. And wait for it, Milo. I'm going to need some sort of sound effect here. They're going to reward you Poffins. They are going to reward you Poffins. And as you lot know,
I think you just need to add like some reverb and some real echo in there when he says it.
Yeah, it's a massive announcement.
Yeah, can you put some auto tune of me going, I love Poffins? Can you like put some auto tune on that? Yeah, but no,
yes, not in the way you're thinking.
As you lot know, I love Poffins. And and kind of, there's going to be some field research, and there is also going to be some Sylveon inspired avatar items in the shop. So, going off from what Ian said about this whole event, I think it's going to be an incredible, incredible end to May.
Hat off to Niantic. They've actually come out with a solid month. We've actually had a decent month of events.
Facts.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I was going to ask, because obviously we've just talked about what is going to be happening, and it looks sensational. If it's going to be anything like what the past sort of 2 weeks has been like, I think we're in for a real treat. But how has the Luminous Legends X, how's the last 2 weeks been treating you with this event? Because I've been loving it.
Go on, Marky boy.
It's been crap. It's been
Wake up, then.
really.
We didn't plan that, by the way. That was too scripted. That was
No, it's been the shine look's been awful. I've not had nothing at all. I mean, the spawns have been great. You've got plenty of opportunities, but in terms of luck, has it been a great event? The legendary raid boss is shit, and I've got one for the decks. Happy days. But actually, the shiny look's been awful. Bar the hatch that I got yesterday, there's been nothing.
Little baby Azurill.
Yeah, decent one though. I made up for it.
To depress you a little bit more, Mark, I actually haven't got a shiny from this whole event. Not even a hatch from my infinite incubator. I've not got one shiny at all.
Snap.
Really? Ian as well?
Fucking Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I must have checked over 500 of the dragons and not a thing. Not a thing.
Oh my
But I will
goodness.
just say, Milo, the highlight to my event was definitely Dratini's Spotlight Hour, and I was so lucky. I had weather boosted, bro. So I've now got like 350 XL candy. So I'm super, super hyped with that. But talking about the event, obviously I'm back at work now, so I don't get loads of time to play now. But I've definitely enjoyed it, mate. The spawns have been amazing, and it's just been fun. It's just been a really fun event.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good balance, and it's going to be a little bit annoying because obviously we're going to have to wave goodbye to the dragons and usher in some Dark-type Pokemon, which Houndour is going to be all right, I think. But I don't know. They're probably going to put some rubbish ones like Stunky in there, aren't they? Here.
PvP.
Well, thinking laterally, though, Milo, there's
PvP.
still going to be people that are wanting Dark type for the Mew quest. There are still probably people that are struggling to get Dark type.
Oh, yeah, finally they can get theirs done. That's actually a very good point.
But I'm glad you asked me. My event, I've really enjoyed it. But
You said you hadn't done any shinies.
I said snap. Did I say that?
Yeah, I think you said when I said I haven't got a shiny at all, you went snap.
Oh, I just said snap. Yeah, that was it.
You hadn't had
That
any
was it.
shinies, yeah.
But I did enjoy the event.
Well, there's still, by the time you're listening to this, there's still 1 day to go. So go out there, grind that XL candy.
Unless you've got a job.
It's going to be Monday.
Yeah, if you work 12 hours a day, do what you can.
Yeah, Milo's like, make sure you go out there on
I
Monday.
gotcha.
I'm like, Milo, I wish.
I have
bro,
a gotcha, but
wish.
I literally refuse to leave it on auto catch
Why?
because it feels like cheating. I would rather catch them myself.
Oh,
I've only ever
God,
used my
it's the
gotcha
moral
for
fucking
spinning
maze
stops.
with Ian Waterfall. What are you talking about?
Not with the infographics. Oh my god.
Yeah, the infographics are coming.
I just want the Galarian Ponyta shiny now. That's where my focus is. I think with the reduced odds on it, if we can't nail one of those now in the next few days, I'll be very disappointed. But you're right.
Mikey boy, have you grinded for it though?
No.
You know, Coops, I actually did 10 of the AR mapping tasks today during my lunch hour.
Really?
Not one single shiny.
And I did 3 before I got home after work, and they were all non-shiny. But I did get a hundo, so I'm over the moon with
nice.
Nice.
You get loads of hundos, Mark,
727
don't you?
CP or whatever it was. But yeah, I did get
loads
that.
of hundos.
Beautiful stuff.
It's actually embarrassing. I've not even done one AR mapping task yet at all. I'm awful. I've been really casual, and it's such a good event. But
Is you still filming the street for your AR mapping tasks, or are you actually?
You know me, but I'm still filming my feet. Give me a little dance move.
15 seconds of you dancing.
There's no to get a little 15-second show with his
Literally,
clip.
I'm just here. I'm like popping and waving. I'm like, come on in, John Hankey. Take a look at this. Take a look at this.
I've been doing the ponytail raids.
Of course you have. We know you have.
But there's nothing wrong with raiding, but why haven't you been doing the AR mapping task? It's like a free shiny check.
Yeah, because I've been Gible hunting the Gible quests, and you need an AR mapping task in your storage to keep it consistent.
Yes,
I think because otherwise you get two bloody tasks, and it just becomes a
yeah.
clusterfuck.
Yeah, if you've got one AR mapping, you'll never get another AR mapping one. Yeah, it's exactly right.
Yeah, it's
But
annoying.
speaking of Gible, Milo, is there something you would like to say about
you're
that?
segueing us into the next section, are you?
Fair
Go on, let's
play,
do it.
Ian.
Nice
Fair play,
work.
Done, Ian.
Yeah, well
Well
done.
done.
All the Patreons are clapping. That was good, Ian. We like that. We like that.
We're going to have a little bit of an open discussion about this, but the meat of this episode is surrounding a tweet that Niantic put out last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was a brilliant tweet. It's the best tweet they put out. Yeah.
Fucking brilliant tweet, as Ian says. And Mark, would you like to read the tweet to the listeners?
I want to make sure I capture all of it because there's quite a lot here that I need to.
I'll get some epic music.
Get some epic music.
Yeah, can we get it in some sort of like narration accent as well, please?
Can't promise that, but I'll try and drag it out a bit.
You need to do it like a movie trailer, Mark.
Yeah. I agree. Come on, Mark, full out. It's like it's now or never. It's now or never.
Right, you ready?
Gible. June the 6th. That's it. That's the tweet.
Yes!
Nice one.
That was the best thing. That was the best thing you've ever done. I'm actually crying right now.
In life.
I did think he was going to burst a blood vessel, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of intensity in that. I think Mark did that justice. Guys, Gible Conde. Like, when they put that tweet out, people were sort of like, is it true? Is it real? What's happening? And then I saw that they put out an Instagram video just saying it's Gible Conde. Fucking hell, guys, we're getting Gible Conde.
People have been asking about this, or asking for this, I should say, for months, for years.
Literally
For
over
years.
a year, people have asked for it. And it's the first properly rare Community Day Pokemon since Bagon, I would say.
Yeah, I'd agree, actually, yeah. Bagon was pretty rare up until it
Which
came
was
out, yeah.
April 2019
God.
was the last properly rare Com Day Pokemon, I would say. Because, what was it? The Slackoff, that's not fucking rare. Routes isn't rare. Trapinch can fuck off.
Trapinch can fuck off.
So I'm really, really excited about that. But amazingly, there have been people who've complained about it. And this is why we want to have a little bit of discussion about this, because there was big uproars on Twitter with certain members of the Pokemon Go community. I'm not going to drop any names. We may do later in the discussion, see how it goes.
I'm like, Milo, we will be dropping names.
We will be dropping names.
We will. The clanger will be coming out.
I gave us like a 3-minute window to excuse ourselves. But yeah, people were complaining about the fact that their shiny Gible is no longer as rare as it could be. Guys, just throw an open discussion. Like, what's your take on shiny rarity, like Pokemon's shiny rarity? Does it matter to you at all?
I'll lead in straight away. Personally, it's easy to say when you haven't got one, when you've only got one. But, this for me, Community Day shinies, does it devalue them? No, because when I still get them when they're full odds, they're just as awesome. I think it's just as amazing. Any shine is great. But this one, Jesus Christ, it's caused an absolute divide, hasn't it? You know, but me personally, I'm buzzing for this. I don't care. You get loads of opportunities to encounter Gible now. It's not like Gible's rare as it was. You know, when I was clearing my space today, I must have deleted 60 or 70 Gibles that I've accumulated over the last sort of 2-3 months. So they're not as rare. So I don't think it devalues it at all because, you know, we all have the want to get the Shundos. You know, they're the rare ones. It doesn't matter when you get a Conde, they're still hard to get. So it doesn't devalue it for me. But
yeah, exactly. Well, they're literally in research tasks and eggs this event. They've been in raids, so there are ways to get them. But I don't know. Coops, Ian, what are your thoughts?
We've both been polite to each other. Okay, I'll
Just
go.
fucking go, one of you.
You haven't been polite up until we started recording. Now you've started it. You're on like best behaviour. Fucking.
You wait till we post the scene, though, Mark. You wait till we post the scene. I would just personally like to say, yes, I'm in a position where I actually do have a couple of shiny Gible, but I'm still fucking stoked that there's a community day coming. Exclusivity is one of those things that who gives a fuck? Honestly, it was always going to come to a point where it was going to be released. Niantic have held off for what? Nearly 2 years releasing this as a community day.
Yeah.
And it's long overdue. Let people just harvest the fucking things because I don't know about you. I'm just looking for some of those lucky trades. I want that Shundo. I would like my first Shundo. And if it's Gible, how amazing would that be?
That would be fucking awesome. Schlundo.
And for anyone that is just bitching about my shiny is not going to be worth as much now, you will still have a timestamp on when you caught them. They are still non-community day shinies.
Yeah.
So just get over yourself and fucking grow a pair.
Location stamp, time, state stamp, it's there. Plus you got the memory of when you got it. Coops, what about you?
I've been a little bit quiet, haven't I?
You've been very quiet.
He's been smirking silently.
He's ready to go pure opposite.
Do you know what it is? I didn't get involved in a bit of Twitter beef. It wasn't a bit of Twitter beef, but Fleece King sort of tweeted out, who's a really, really unbelievably well-known player from Sydney, lovely guy. He tweeted out and he just sort of expressed his opinion about it, which was entitled, and a lot of people were just being a bunch of twats and throwing him hate and just sort of bitching and having a go at him. And I just sent a reply and I tweeted out, I'm not going to read it because I've not got my phone, but I just said like, hey, Fleece, look, I really like you. I think you're a lovely guy. I said, but if you or anybody else doesn't understand after nearly 5 years of how Pokemon Go works, it's your own fault. And I just said it out of politeness. And to be fair, I got like nearly as many likes as his original tweet did. I was really shocked. So I think a lot of people agree with me. And I find the topic really interesting because for me personally, if we're going to call it a rare shiny, not even a rare shiny, a rare Pokemon, isn't it about when you appraise it and the location comes up at the bottom and when you got it at that time of your life, that date, that memory, those group of people that you were with, like, you know, lucky for us, we may have filmed it. I just think, isn't that what's important? And I actually was lucky enough to get a shiny Gible in the Go Fest last year. And I did, like Ian said, I did actually lucky trade it to try and get, what is it, Milo?
Schlundo.
To try and get, fucking ridiculous those names
yeah,
are.
They get more ridiculous when it's purified shiny and all that shit.
but I tried my best. I tried my best to get the Schlundo and I traded it. And now I've got my mates that we got them on different times. And I'll be honest, I deeply regret doing that. I deeply regret doing that. But yeah, I think it's a hype and I'm glad we're all on the same page and we're not arguing for once. But I think Gible Community Day, like Garchomp, XL Candy, we know the move's going to be around PvP. The shiny's amazing. Like Ian said, if you get 60, you can use the other 57 for lucky trades. I think it's a win-win-win for everyone.
And building on that, Milo, sorry if I'm jumping in here, but at some point, all of these ultra rare Pokemon are going to become more available. I think Coops, and we've said this on previous episodes, they're going to be rammed down our throats one way or another, whether it's for a Safari Zone, a Go Fest, an event, a community day. At some point, Niantic have to give them to us in a wider sort of playing arena.
Yeah, eventually Dino will get a Com Day, won't it? Or Dino, however it's
Dino.
pronounced, Dino.
Yep.
But I think that will be featured in this year's Go Fest, and then it will get a Com Day after that. It's just they're spacing it out.
I think you're right. I mean, there's plenty of Pokemon that haven't even had Com Days yet. So there's no, I mean, Com Days, Jesus Christ, if you really want to be brutal about it, that they'll last longer than the game probably. There'll be so many com days. But I think in spite of me, they'll just not do a Riolu one. I can see them doing that. That would be.
That'd be really interesting if they do that. But
imagine that.
Milo, do you mind if I just add on here? And when this got released, and obviously so many people were happy, a lot of people were didn't really know how they felt about the whole thing, yeah. And as you lot know, like my mates, like my close friends that I've met through this game, they are worse than Milo. Not worse, joking. You can spend your money on what you want. I'm just taking the piss. But I mean, like, they spend a lot of dough on this game. Not because of any reason, but because they absolutely love it. They love raiding. They just love the game. And I love the game. It's an amazing thing. The game is an amazing thing. But they all said to me, we all agree with the same thing. They're like, Coops, like exactly what Ian said. And I just want to reiterate on that. Like, Dino and Axew, all these Pokemon will eventually become completely common. And we will have 500, 600, 700 XL candy of each. It's hard to believe now. But and that's what I said, like, if you don't know how this game works, like, spend thousands and thousands of pounds on this game because you love it and enjoy it. But don't spend thousands and thousands and thousands and then moan about it because it's not rare. Like, it's like, don't be a whale. And I think that's what a lot of people didn't agree with Fleece King. So they're saying, because a lot of people are saying, I can't afford to do 5 billion Gible raids, but you can when it first came out. So you've got all the shinies. And I think that's why the community was annoyed, if that makes sense.
No, I agree. And I think that whatever Coops you replied to him is incredibly valid point.
That was nice. This is me. I was actually nice.
Yeah, but it's a very valid point. You just look at how the game has evolved over nearly 5 years, and the Pokemon become way more accessible just over time. It's naturally how it happens. Legendaries reoccur. Now legendaries come back with XL candy. So everything becomes more easy. Doesn't mean that the Pokemon you got, whatever. I mean, much like you, Coops, my first shiny Gible was 2020 Go Fest. And I remember it plain as day. It was actually a raid invite from one of my American supporters. I got the shiny Gible from their raid at 11 o'clock at night here in the UK while I was having late supper, having edited. And I was like, fuck, like my Go Fest is done, but thank God for remote raids and time zones and stuff. I got the Gible.
Thumbnail sorted.
Yeah, exactly.
And going back to the raiding thing, though, I raided the hell out of Gible when it was in raids.
Oh, Go Fest, yeah, fucking hell.
And when it came back at the second time.
Dragon Week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I raided the hell out of it. I spent a fortune. I don't even want to think how much money I spent.
Oh, Sinnoh Week.
£12 in, £13.
Keep going.
Super hardcore.
I think I sent Milo about 50 raid invites that weekend.
That Gible thing. Oh my God, I think I must have done about 200, 250
yeah,
Gible raids.
I dread to think.
Ian,
and I'm
that's
not
nice
bitter.
to hear though, but that's what's beautiful about this game. Like, and it's the same like I was saying about my mates. Don't spend thousands on Gible when it's first released and then be pissed off. It's your own fault. You know how this game works.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's your own fault. Like, you should be. Like I said, yeah, Ian, sorry, you topped it off nicely, like saying you're not bitter, and I fully agree with that, mate. Like, if you do, like, I fully, yeah.
And I'm going to say this, whether it's popular or unpopular, Niantic can't fucking win. People have been bitching for months and months and months that they want Gible as a community day. They give it us, then people are bitching because we get it.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck, people? Come on.
I'll tell you what, am I allowed to, sorry, no, Marky boy, you go and then I'll go.
No, I was just going to say, this is the first time I think that I've, other than the Electabuzz and Magmortar,
What are those?
But this is the first, I mean, I'm not going to make a new point here, but, we hadn't even had this month's com day yet. They dropped next month's one. And that was like very much like they felt that something wasn't right out there. And, because that's the first time that's ever happened, that we haven't even had the com day, yet they've dropped another one in there.
That is actually very true. I think because they saw the backlash from Swablu com day, everyone was like, you fucking donuts, what are you doing?
But speaking of Swablu community today, I'm going to, again, unpopular opinion, I wasn't looking forward to it, but now with Triple XP, I'm thinking, fucking hell, bring it on.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
But gents, I just want to be a little bit spicy, and Andrew, get ready to unmute yourself. I'm just gonna because on our chat here, one of our Patreon members said I'm on the side of not pissed off about Gible Community Day, but I'm on the side of not like I'm on the other side to how we all feel. We're all hyped. We're all like, oh my God, this, that, and the other. We're just like, we're fangirling. We're like, oh my God, level. Like,
and Niantic did not pay us to say this.
No. And I just like Andrew, if you don't mind unmuting yourself, bro. Welcome to the welcome to the podcast. But just give us a minute of like, because it's I just want to hear another side. Not of the argument. We're not arguing, but just the other side.
So yeah, hey guys. Actually, I've literally just said to Kells that this is a great debate, and what I've loved about any debate, but what you guys do is debates there are for obviously opinion, and actually listen to you guys. I've literally just said to Kells, you've swayed my opinion. So my actual reason, so I was very much
Mute yourself. So
listen, no, I hold my hands up, and I was very much, I've got the shiny. And I like the fact that it's not a common one. And I know that you guys are saying that, it's become more common, it's been in raids and it's been in this. But listening to you, it's like everything will become more easily available. It's 2 years down the line. Okay, what I hope they do is still hold back other Pokemon, release them as shinies, but it's 2 years. So again, that's an evolution. And to the point, if I can.
So for example, Andrew, something like Shinx. Obviously by now people might have their family of 3, but moving forward, it will be nice to keep that as a raid shiny. Does that make sense?
Raid and egg, yeah. Like
can I make another point? I know that this is
go for it, yeah.
Sorry guys. So the other thing I said to Kells is prime example. So Kells and I have only been playing the game about 18 months, 2 years. And obviously people like for us to get 400 Magikarp candy wasn't that difficult. But for you guys who played the game from the beginning, to get 400 Magikarp was a nightmare.
Yeah, it took
and that's a prime example of something we didn't experience, of things becoming more common and easier as the game went on.
Yeah,
and it's
actually that's a very good point. It's exactly
it's a really good point.
People got to level 40 in the early stage of the game, even before raids became a thing. People got to level 40 by grinding Pokestops and catches and things, whereas now
an evolution hours with an egg.
Evolution, 30 minutes, evolve all your Pidgeys and Rattatas.
Yeah, save them and do that. Yeah, I remember that.
Remember those days.
I've actually done that once as well.
I've done it loads of
times.
Yeah. So the grind changes. The game does evolve.
Well, they did say it, didn't they, Milo? Because there was a point, wasn't there, where like the real original level 40 players that grinded themselves to the beginning up to level 40. And suddenly they started making it easier on catches, and different types of catches gave you more XP. And suddenly, like you said, best friends, all that came into the game. People are going, hold on here, I've got to level 40 in 8 months. Well, probably have done, because the XP now is a lot more readily available. But Andrew has a great point about the Magikarp, because I remember that. I remember when I was first playing, I was going, I've only got 36. Oh God, 400. That seems
before Pineapps were even in the game.
Yeah. I feel bad though, but Andrew, like seriously, mate, thank you so much for getting involved in the conversation. And listeners, if you do want to be a part of our Patreon family, definitely check us out, Incensed Podcast on Patreon. Please do.
Coops, solid plug. Love it. I want to go back. This is my take on the whole Gible Comday thing. Gible is it was a rare Pokemon.
All right, so ask the intern. No, I'm joking.
It was a lot more rare back in the day when it was first released, but now it's been featured in so many different events. But grinding to get a good squad of them, like that's how I play, is still a challenge. It's still a good challenge. Now there's a challenge to get 6 hundos to level 50. That's a hardcore grind, and I've been working on one, and I'm level 47.5 out of level 50 now on it with XL Candy. The Gible Comday is just like, oh shit, now I can grind it hardcore. That's my thinking. It's such a useful Pokemon. I don't think even if you had the shiny from ages ago, or if you get the shiny on the Comday, it's still super useful and holds way more fucking value than Swablu. That's my thinking. If you compare those two factors,
can we just not even
even Fletchling, any of the last 13 Comdays almost, anything going back to Rhyhorn, really, you didn't really need to lucky trade them or anything because they held no value. You needed a PvP stat one. Well, now this is the first Comday where you think, right, I need to do 100 trades after the Comday.
Because you want that perfect one.
You want the perfect one. You want to try for luckies. You want the candy, all of that sort of stuff.
Right, so gents then, listen, let's talk about jokes aside. Let's talk about PvP, right? What does everybody think the move
Zoom call, right?
All right, Milo, you got me back. Fair play, brother. But what does everybody think of the exclusive move?
What for Gible?
No, Garchomp. Yeah, when you evolve it, what do we think?
Oh, what could we get? I would.
You were all looking at me like, what's he going on about?
I didn't know you were thinking like you referring back to Moonblast and Altaria.
No. I was saying like, no, right, Milo. I don't know if you know the trainer club, but on every community day for the 2 hours afterwards, it gets a special move. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You donut.
Oh dear.
Except on Gible, they're not doing that.
No, I'm not doing it at all. It would be really cool if it got Dragon Rush.
Okay.
Dragon Rush is its exclusive move, but I wouldn't be mad with Earth Power. To be honest, I don't even really care.
Yeah, fair.
I don't care personally.
I think only one of us cares what move it's going to get.
Yeah. Mark, do you want to say the same thing as Ian, and then we'll give it over to Coops?
I haven't got any opinion on it.
Great, Coops, go.
No, it's fine. Damn, man, I need to get a PvP guest on for
Told you, PvP corner. We need to do it. You can have your own section.
No, but you know what though? Like, just to end this bit off, I hope you don't mind, Milo, but like, it's just such a fantastic community day. Like honestly, like it leaves me a bit speechless. It's so good. And I think when I look at the game, I just think this is all we need. All we need is a fantastic month like May and a fantastic community day like June. That's all we need. Every 4 or 5 months, that's all we need just to bring back the reason why we love this game. Because as Milo touched on 10 minutes ago, the community days have been quite dry. I
think Mark said last week there haven't really been community days for over a year.
Yeah, and this for me, it's just like, oh, hallelujah. And the fact that none of us really care about the second move proves how amazing the community day and the decision behind this actually was. So like I said, I can have a dead community day for July, August, September, maybe give me a cheeky one, around October and November. But like I said, this is Niantic. If you are listening, you're not. But if you are, all we want is something like this every few months. That's all we're asking for. We're not asking for fucking Axew next month and then Riolu. Then we're not asking for that. We're just asking for one every 3-4 months.
Mark is asking for Riolu. We already asked that earlier.
You know what though? This is the first com day that even with whatever's been going on, I genuinely thought this is a fucking com day.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a com day.
I saw the tweet, it's like I posted it straight in our group chat because like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was my reaction. Fuck, post it Discord, post it on WhatsApp, everywhere. It was properly amazing.
Just Milo, before you do go over to Ask the Intern, can we put bets on though what July's community day? Because I reckon they're going to kill it, and I'm going with Charmander number 3.
Magikarp. Kelly in the
but this is what pisses me off. And I know I said earlier about I can have a dead one. It's fine. I'm actually over it. Like, it's fine because I know it's going to be dead. But it's going to be so bad. I can tell you for a fact.
Well, anything after Gible is a letdown.
True. That's a very good point. I
think they'll be stupid. Not stupid, but they'll try and tie it with the Mega again. They'll go Caravana.
Okay.
For Mega Sharpedo release.
Sue's saying Caterpie, maybe. Maybe we'll get the cowboy hat one.
Gibble again. I like Kell's response. Gibble again. Yeah, let's do Gibble twice. Love it.
Now, what they'll do is
every community Gibble.
They'll do Pikachu, won't they, or something?
with the Gibble hat.
Gibble hat. Oh my goodness. And on that note, we're going to move it over to our favourite section of the show. Some say Niantic interns have a clause in their contract that forbids the use of logic and common sense. And just like Pokemon Go, their responses on Twitter are totally based on RNG. It's over to you, Mark, for Ask the Intern.
Ask the Intern.
Everyone can hear Coops' voice, can't they, when that plays? Even though you will have heard it after I start speaking.
It's burnt into your mind.
We've got loads on Ask the Intern this week, and judging by how funny these are, I want to include all of them, Milo, so no pressure. Put them all in. This is great. I find it really strange, though, when I do search for Niantic support, but it says is also following us. I still can't get my head around that. That's really random. At Niantic Help, it happened again. This game crashes and crashes and crashes every single time. It's so annoying. I'm so frustrated and mad. What's going on here? I don't know about you lot. I'm feeling a bit like that sometimes on the game.
That would be the perfect time for them to recommend Coops and my OnlyFans content to relieve the frustration.
To fill the void. That's great.
To TM it away.
TM it away. That's a merch idea if ever I heard it. Niantic support replied, "We apologise for the inconvenience, trainer. These crashes could have streamed due to connectivity or device-related issues. Please ensure a reliable internet connection and try reinstalling the app and check if that helps. We've also shared more info via DM. Take a look."
It's not our fault.
Not our fault. This one tickled me. How in the world do I get my Gyarados? Is it Gyarados? Did I pronounce that right?
Gyarados.
Gyarados. How in the world do I get my Gyarados back? It's been in this gym 31 days, 15 hours and 27 minutes.
That's
Somebody's
nothing.
bitching about the fact. Oh my God.
They've got a gold gym.
I didn't realise until after that I only earn coins after it's kicked out. Didn't used to be this way. I think it always has been that way, but
Yes, it has.
guess my siesta had consequences. It's been stuck on 607 CP heart for the last 2 weeks. There's an image of it. And Niantic support go, "Hey there, your Pokemon should return to you only when the gym is taken by a different team member. As it is taking so long, you can request your friends from another team to knock your Pokemon out of the gym. We hope this helps. Let us know if you need more help."
Or set up another account.
Just thinking that.
And
Wouldn't that be
kick yourself out.
ironic if they put that
And
in
don't
there?
tell Niantic.
If I ever meet someone from Niantic, I want them to talk to me how Mark reads out the replies.
What, in a very patronising tone?
Yeah. Hello, Coops.
Hi there, Coops. How are you?
Yeah.
Hey, Niantic, I was scrolling through my item bag and accidentally tapped the lucky egg. When I tried to continue scrolling, it equipped it. I closed the app and have not opened the app since. Could you please give me another lucky egg for the inconvenience? Thanks.
What the fuck?
Literally, they just need to tell the player to suck a dick. Seriously.
Sorry to hear that you accidentally activated the lucky egg. We've shed some light on your concern via DM. Please take a look at it.
You
Let
are
us know
a
if you have
moron.
any questions or need help with anything else.
I'm telling you, I want to change Ask the Intern. I want to do a vote. Can we change it to Ask the Twitter? And I think we should take the piss out of
Ask
the tweets
ask the
too.
players.
Yeah, I'm serious, bro.
You know what? It shouldn't be trolling Niantic, should it? Because the players that are tweeting are worse than Niantic's replies.
We are getting to the point where actually the tweets at them are more
Yeah.
stupid.
Bro, they're so funny. It's basically like saying, I just crashed my car into a wall. Can you buy me a new one? It's like, yeah, but you were the one that crashed it
You're the
into
one
the
that
wall.
crashed it.
Yeah, I'm mad.
These two, again, are more about how the question was worded, not the response, but we'll throw these in at the end. So, at Niantic Help, why is your support line in the app so awful? I've tried having a discussion to resolve an issue for a month, and the staff either misunderstands or ignores every time. Then they say a cookie cutter response and close the conversation. It's happened about 5 times now. To which Niantic support responds, "Sorry to hear about that, trainer. Could you please share with us more information regarding your concern? We'll try to help you out."
Mark, did that tweet say, "Yours faithfully, Casual Coops"?
No, it's not me.
Basically, just done what he's been complaining about. They've gone, "Just share us some more information."
I'm sure we can help out.
And the final one, because this question it was the way it was worded was hilarious. At Niantic Help, "Hi, I bought coins several hours ago and they haven't arrived yet. The money has been spent, but I haven't gotten my coins. I've restarted, logged out, everything, and still have no coins." Niantic support said, "Sorry to hear that, trainer. If you still haven't received your poker coins, please try restarting the app again. If this doesn't help, share your trainer nickname and the associated email address in DM, and we'll look into your account and get back to you ASAP."
And your bank details.
So there we go.
Well done, Marky boy. Well, that was a big one tonight. Well done.
Mark, that was a lot of colossal cock-ups right there.
And can we just take a moment and appreciate Niantic have to reply to these tweets? No
I
wonder.
think that's why copy-paste is used sometimes. They just,
Yeah, exactly.
You cretin, what are you doing? The thing that got me is the person who dropped the lucky egg and then shut their game down and didn't use it. I was like, just
That's
fucking
what they
catch some
say.
stuff.
I'm sorry, Dr. Lucky Egg, and accidentally caught 60 Pokemon.
Yeah, but if you drop it accidentally, fucking use the thing.
Exactly.
Come on.
It's like if I close my eyes and look away, it's gone, isn't it? It's like it's not there.
Yeah, it's that philosophy. Oh,
It
my
didn't
goodness
happen.
me. Right, to finish up the show, it's over to Casual Coops for the Shinies of the Week.
Shinies of the week. Thank you very much, Pogo Milo UK. So for Shinies of the week this
Use my
week,
full name.
we have 3. First up, we have Nakeem Brown, and he said, "Well, this fairy event just got a whole lot more interesting." And obviously, I had to use this one because Shiny Gible from a task, and almost immediately afterwards, I got my favorite Shiny Mawile from a raid while listening to Incensed, a Pokemon Go podcast.
Very
Now,
nice,
not one
mate.
shiny there, 2 shinies there, which is amazing. Up next, we have HRHKayleigh, who said she actually did tag and say, "Wasn't caught during the 13th episode, but it was my 400th shiny, and it was a shiny Marill." And this was from Marill Research Day.
You got the right event. I'd have said Baffle Day.
I can't even know. And our last shinies of the week today, of course, it's current, it's new. It was from Kelly. I don't actually know who this is, but she did get a shiny Galarian Ponyta. It looks like here, I don't know whether it was from a raid or an AR mapping task, but it does not matter, while listening to Incensed, a Pokemon
I think she
Go
just said raid
podcast.
Coops.
Oh, raid. Okay, perfect. So if that doesn't tell you, we give you shiny luck. I don't know what does. And also, do not forget, if you do get a shiny, to tag us on Twitter at Incensed Podcast and hashtag as well, Incensed Podcast. Saying that though, last week we did ask you all to make sure you stop sort of tagging us and hashtagging us if you just catch a random shiny. But I really regret saying that because we didn't get that many last week.
Yeah, so start doing it again, please.
Bring it back.
Okay.
Let's bring it back.
Bombard.
If we could go back and edit me out saying that, tag us in every bloody shiny that you get, the more the merrier. So yeah, so make sure you tag us in a shiny you got in 2018. Just tag us.
I got this 4 years ago to the day.
No, but seriously, it makes it so much more fun for us. The more shinies, the merrier. And that was Shinies of the Week.
Lovely stuff, Coops. Thank you very much. And leaving on a very poignant message indeed. Do let us know if you get some shinies. It's always very lovely to see. That's going to conclude episode 14, guys. Before we go, how did everybody do on their incense tonight? Any shinies? Any hundos? I'm seeing a lot of shaking heads and thumbs down, which is not cracking
here, my
stuff.
friend. Nothing here.
Nor me, mate. Nor me.
Nothing.
Oh, fuck all my end as well. So that's a big fat 0 for all of us. I can only apologise. I need to improve my hosting skills.
But did Mark get a hundo? He normally does.
No, I can't claim the one that I got just before. I could have done that, couldn't I? I got Galarian Ponyta. Oh, 4-star. No, nothing.
I'm going to say thank you very much, everybody who's listened to this episode. Make sure that you tap that follow button to be notified when new episodes drop on whatever podcast platform you are listening to. And if you could leave us a 5-star review, that would be cracking stuff indeed, and would really help support the podcast. I want to give a big shout out to our Patreon supporters. Very much appreciate the support you do, and thanks everybody who's hopped onto the Zoom call tonight. Lovely to have you in the show with us. Probably see on a Twitter clip or something like that. And if you want to join the Patreon, it is linked in our podcast description. Check out some of the bonuses, including the very basic tier, which will give you Discord community access. You can come and be very much in a little exclusive club with us. Blah, blah.
Did my man just say blah, blah, blah?
Yes,
I did. Because I've already read a load of shit, haven't I? So
Oh, yeah, it's not.
Milo, I can tell you're struggling with this outro. I love you. I can tell you're
the
struggling.
thing is, I've done like the middle, the end, then the beginning, and then fucked it all up. Anyway,
And Mark, what was tonight's Twitter poll, mate?
oh, what was that? Oh yeah, he could have done a
Did you do a Twitter poll tonight?
No, there's nothing to do on, was there?
Mark, disappointed.
We should.
Gible
Well,
Community Day?
we should have done a poll.
Mark, what you should have done, Mark, you should have just done a poll and been like, should I have done a poll tonight?
Yeah, do that, Mark.
Do that. Oh my goodness me. Well, on that bombshell, it is time to end the show. We'll catch you all next week for another episode. Make sure to follow us on Twitter @Incensed Podcast, and we'll say stay safe, everyone. Take care.